Resident Evil 9 is the next big game from Capcom, with recent rumors of the game being revealed soon, including new leaks about the setting and protagonist of the game, as well as a ton of other information that'll get you excited. Thumbs up if you're hyped for RE9, and let's get into it. Alrighty, so in today's video, there's going to be a lot of information. I'm going to cover everything, and I guarantee there's at least one or two things in this video that you probably missed, so stick around and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Alright, so with this first rumor, you guys probably already know about this. Dust Golem came out a little while back and he said that RE9 might have been internally delayed. This obviously sparked a lot of confusion in the community because a lot of people were expecting RE9 to get revealed this year. But then shortly after, we got some good news. Dust Golem came out once again and said, I have good news / rumors to deliver on Resident Evil 9. The possible delay that I had heard murmurs about can be pushed aside. RE9 should be revealed pretty soon and released next year. But here's what's interesting. He then goes on to say that RE9 is supposedly releasing in January of 2025. Okay, whoa. So a lot of us expected the game to get released next year, but I was thinking maybe like March or April or even May, but January? That's a lot closer than I thought. Well, this tweet right here from Shinobi came out and basically said that Capcom has major titles coming this fiscal year, basically before April of next year. And what you're looking at right here is basically Capcom's investor reports. If you guys want to check this out for yourself, I'll have the link down below. And it's basically confirmed in these reports that Capcom has at least 2 to 3 games that they plan to release before April of 2025. My two guesses is that one of these games is Monster Hunter Wilds, which currently only has a release date of 2025, so we don't have a specific month yet, but we could be getting this new Monster Hunter game before April of next year, which means that the second game only leaves one option: Resident Evil 9. But that's not all. About 9 days ago, there was this Reddit post that came out and it definitely sparked a lot of interest, and this is gonna blow your mind, so get ready. It says here that an Arabic Resident Evil community page claims that it has info about RE9's story. Here's what it says. Leon S. Kennedy will be the main character in the game's prologue. The source does not know why only the prologue of the game was mentioned, so the character may change as the story progresses. This means that Leon will be in the game according to these rumors, but he might not be the only playable character. It then goes on to say that in the prologue, the setting will be in Southeast Asia as previously mentioned by Dust Golem. The story in the game will take place during summer of 2025, which means that Leon will be 48 years old in the game. Okay, what? All this time, a lot of us were thinking that Chris and Jill were going to be the main characters. I mean, is Capcom really gonna leave the ending of Resident Evil Village on another cliffhanger? And I know a lot of you guys are probably sick of Leon, and there's also probably a good majority of you that don't really care. I am one of those people. Yeah, we just got the RE4 remake where, you know, Leon is the protagonist, but I don't mind another game as Leon. I really don't. He's my favorite character, and to be honest, if he is the protagonist, then I'm okay with that. We also got an update on this leak. About 7 days ago, it says that Leon will actually be the protagonist for the entire game. Somebody made this image right here of old man Leon. Obviously, it's a joke. It's not real. The only thing that confuses me is that it says here whether Leon will be the only protagonist or not is not clear. So they're saying that Leon will be the protagonist for the entire game, but then they're saying that they're not sure if he's the only protagonist. So I'm hoping that this does mean that the BSAA story that we at least like expected to get is going to happen, so that Chris and Jill will team up and then maybe Leon shows up at some point. I don't know, anything could really happen. And then there was this guy on Twitter who replied to Dust Golem's tweet and said, what can you say about RE9 taking place in a rural area in South Asia? To which then Dust Golem replies and says, a fictional rural town on an island in the Southeast Asia Sea inspired by Singapore specifically. So Dust basically confirms that RE9 will take place in Southeast Asia. And of course, with the game having rumors that it's gonna be an open world Resident Evil game, I don't know about you guys, but things are starting to kind of make sense. Open world, taking place on an island, multiple characters and protagonists that'll, you know, be playable across like all parts of the island. So just a few few days ago, Jeff Keighley came out and he confirmed everybody that will be at the Summer Game Fest. And if you look at this image here, you can see that Capcom will be there. Summer Game Fest is happening on June 7th, so it's really not that far away. And I don't know about you guys, but that would be a perfect time to announce RE9. But wait, we're not done. Sony/PlayStation just came out and they announced a public shareholder meeting. And for those that don't know, every time Sony comes out and they mention that they're, hosting a shareholder meeting, almost immediately they announce a PlayStation showcase shortly after. And this isn't a rumor, this is confirmed. The official Sony Group Twitter account came out and tweeted this: Sony Group's Corporate Strategy Meeting 2024. And they confirmed that this meeting will be held on the 22nd of this month. This video is going up on a Sunday, so that means that from today, this is about 3 days from now. And of course, as you guys know, every PlayStation showcase pretty much happens on a Tuesday or a Thursday. So if this meeting is being held this Wednesday/Thursday, that is a perfect time to drop a showcase. Capcom obviously has plans to announce RE9 this summer, whether it's at a PlayStation showcase or at the Summer Game Fest. I am so confident that RE9 is being announced very soon. But those are just my thoughts. And now I'd love to hear yours. Subscribe to stay up to date on the latest RE9 news, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.